Hey, YouTube besties. Have you been wondering whether or not you should be doing a 7-day or a 30-day challenge? Well, in this video, I'm going to share how I have just completed my first week of doing this 30-day challenge and how it's been going for me. I'll be sharing strategies that I've been using, YouTube hacks, and whether or not it is worth it to do a 7-day or a 30-day challenge. Hi, my name is Audra, and you are watching Audra Faith on YouTube. And in this video, I'm going to share a little bit about what my experience has been doing a 30-day challenge. I am currently in the first week. Well, I'm at day 10, and I have explored some different options, and I also did some YouTube hacks that really boosted the activity on my analytics. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing that. And if you stick with me till the end, you'll hear all about the strategies I used to reach 1,000 subscribers. And before we jump in, I want to give a huge shout out to two of my YouTube besties. One of the things that's happening while I've been working on my YouTube channel in the past 4 months is that I have discovered a new group of friends. And these two ladies were presented to me by Daydreamologist. And Susan is 60 and sane from South Carolina. And then Mrs. Paula does retirement. She's from Memphis, Tennessee. And so I wanted to give them a huge shout out because I had no idea that I was going to inspire them to do a 30-day challenge. And so if you're not following these two lovely ladies, please do. And please tell them that I sent you over. Well, as you can see, I have 1,003 subscribers. And if we just log in to my analytics, you'll see here for the past 28 days, let's go ahead and look at the month of March. And in March, you have watched my videos for over 5,032 times. And I have accumulated 150 hours in watch time. And in the month of March, I have gained 54 subscribers. So thank you. And I would like to go over these spikes, dips, and just how the mountains the journey has been. But before we go dive into this, I just want to show you what February looks like. Okay, so you'll understand why I decided to do this challenge. In February, I had 4,416 views, and then watch time in hours was 104. And then I had a total of 39 subscribers. Then for the month of January, I had 8,753 views. And then I had 165 watch time in hours. I had 69 subscribers for the month of January. And I had this huge spike right here. But it was pretty much flatline. I did get some content going, and then it started going back up, and there was a little dip. But you get the gist. We'll come back to this. So if we look at 2025, this is where you can see my full year for January through today's day. So in these 3 months, I have gotten approximately 18,201 views. And as you can see here, this is a better visual. I started gaining traction, building up, building up, building up. And then I had this huge spike for a one short that I created. I'll come back to that. And then you can see the dips. And then in February, I had a nice little jump right there. Then it dipped back down. And what I want to do in this video is I'm going to talk about these dips right here and basically explain why this happens, and then talk about these spikes. Okay. So this is for right now, January through March 2025, the activity for this year. And let's look at the activity for 2024. So as you all know, if you've been following me, if you looked at any of my past videos, I just came onto YouTube 4 months ago, and I started really getting the courage to come in front of the camera and show my face and start working on self-development and working on who Audra Faith is, right? So from January last year all the way to November, because November 11th or 12th was my first time I started posting my videos about me coming on. You can see the activity from November. This is the activity from November through December 29th. Okay. So last year I got over 14,895 views. I had a total of 386 hours in watch time, and I received 54 subscribers. And this really was a period of 6 weeks. So coming on in the middle of November and ending the year in December with this many subs. And at the beginning of November, I was at 787 as far as subscriber count. Let's go ahead and go to so you see that's what I did for last year, and then how it grows from 14 in 2 months to now 3 months, I'm at 18,000. So in 2 months, I made that growth. And I also, I only did it for 2 months, but that number was for the full year. So if you go back to the full year for 2024, I was only at 54 subscribers in 6 weeks or a month and a half. And again, 386. So back to the full year. Right now, we're only in at 3 months because today is March 29th. And you can see the growth that's happened. So, but primarily what I want to talk about is a 30-day challenge. Okay. So at the run rate, the reason why I wanted to share with you why I took this 30-day challenge, because you could say, well, Audra, it looks like you're doing good anyway, because you just came back on, right? And you could easily say, well, because I've been doing a video here and there, I'm still doing good. But what I want to share here is why or how effective it is to either do a 7-day challenge or to do a 30-day challenge. And I'm going to let you decide whether you think either one is better than the other or not even, doesn't even matter. So if we go to here, January 1st, I had 2 videos, and then I posted, I was probably posting 2 videos. This was on January 1st. Then 3 days later, I posted 2 more videos, and these are probably between 8 to 20 minute long videos. Then I posted a short. I believe this was on January 7th. And then I posted another long form video. And well, I can't see the rest of it, but as these videos are getting produced every 2 to 3 days, they're being spaced out, and I'm getting videos posted up. There seems to be some kind of traction happening, and then YouTube's pushing more of my videos out. So then, come 11 days into this, January 11th, I did a live. I went live, and then and that got me some more views. And then I just did a couple of more long form videos. And again, those long form videos are all over. I always take the advice from fellow successful small YouTube content creators. They say make your videos over 8 minutes so that AdSense, if you have a good viral video, AdSense could post ads on your video. Okay. So don't mess around and make these smaller ones. I just try to keep them above 8 minutes. And if I can stretch it to 25, then I'll do that. But so there we go. And then I had a little dip. This was January 15th. I made 2 videos, and the reason why I had this dip right here is because this was the time frame when I had, I was still learning all the ins and outs about YouTube, and this is when it was brought to my attention that I was getting comments on my videos and I wasn't responding to them. So I took a week off to go through all the comments, and there was a lot of comments on all my videos. And as y'all know, there was a bunch of drama with that. That's that dip right there. That's the first dip. And then I started going back up, and as you can see, according to this chart, if you go up to here, it's about 1,000. Well, this is 148. Sorry. When you get to this line, it's 1,000. The next line is 2,000. And then the next line, you're getting close to 3,000. Well, this right here happened as a result of a puppy video that I had posted about my husband. We had some Yorkie litters, and one of the litters was needing to be tube fed. And so, of course, I just did a quick little short, maybe 5-second, 20-second short. And that's what I say. The shorter the short you make, and if it's a really good short and it catches their attention, the algorithm is going to trip it up, and people are going to want to watch it, and then they may rewatch it. So when they rewatch it and rewatch it and rewatch it, that's what gives you that spike on the numbers. So I do say that for some reason, what I've seen on my channel is that, yes, the growth that I have gotten in prior to coming out in November, the growth I had gotten was from my dog videos and my baby puppy videos. And This is the reason why, I didn't want my channel to be about them. I just kind of went through some growing, and I really wanted to turn that around. So this spike was a result of posting, and it was just a critical moment. I thought I'd share a little bit about what was happening. We were having to tube feed these tiny, tiny, tiny little babies. Sorry, that just came in. I hope it's still recording. So anyway, come that dip comes down because that was a spike and that had happened. And then I made, let's see, wow, actually made 7 videos here. So it wasn't just that. It was 7 videos plus a short that actually hopped up really high. So I take that back. So I was on a row. I made 7 videos, and then I made 8 more videos. And I wish I could show you. Okay, yeah. So here we go. Let's see if we can see the dates on these. Yeah. So I made 2 videos, 2 shorts on January 22nd, then another short on January 22nd. Then, yeah, it's not letting me go down. Goodness gracious. So basically, if you could see, let's just I'm just trying to focus here. There's 7 videos here, but we can't see it all. And then there's 5 more videos. So would be a combination of shorts, lives, and long form videos. Okay. And then it had a little dip. It came down, and then it went back up, and then it came back down. So it was in the 300s or almost 400s. It came back down. There was a dip, and then I went a few days without posting because I had gotten sick with the flu. And then I didn't post until this short on February 1st, how had been sick. And so, and then in February, now I'm on a schedule of a family business, and I'm also commuting into town, taking my son into school. And so this is why there's these dips right here, because I'm not recording as much. And then I had a spike because I recorded 7 videos. So you can see I spiked up, then I go back down, and then I posted 3 more long form videos, and I had a small little spike, and I go back down. Then I made a short here, and then I made 4 more long form videos here. And I'm imagining some of these are lives, and some of them are shorts, and some of them are long form videos. And it made a little spike right there, goes back down. And so I guess I hadn't posted from this day, which was February 17th. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to share with you. This is the whole reason why as I started looking at my analytics, I looked back at January's, and I looked back at December's, and then I looked back at February. So I was building momentum between November through December. Once January came up, the algorithm was exploding, and it just took off. And I really believe that um, it could have taken off in January, but then I had some setbacks with, finding that my comments hadn't been released. And then I got sick, and then we went into we went into our busy season. So those things affected me at the end of January. So come February, as you can see, and I don't know if you really can see this, I'm going to go ahead and step into to the blow up of February. But basically, let me just step out so you can see. So, what I'm trying to say is that I really believe YouTube work, content creation work, is like a garden. Every time you tend to your garden, you take out the weeds, prep the soil, then you go and you plant your seeds, and put topsoil, and then put a fence around it. Every little process that you do to get it going, that takes, right? So you have to give it time, you have to go back and water it, make sure there's enough sunlight, make sure that you're doing the treatment, make sure you're keeping the bugs away, aka trolls. So there's all these little things that we have to do to our garden. Tending to the garden is the same thing that we have to do with YouTube. So we have to keep on pruning and evolving, and talking to the experts of whatever, gardens, plants, as we different things that we have to get a better understanding. As we get better at understanding those things, and we do the work, right, then we're going to get better. And so that's what I see that's happening with my content creation. Every time I commit to my channel, I go and I watch I get other ideas from similar content creators, or I go and get expert advice from the gurus, right? Like Think Media, vidIQ, just, all those experts, or even those YouTube coaches. And I'll just listen to the videos, And then little by little, I start to really grasp it. And then I come and apply it to my channel. And so, at the very beginning, if I would say first 6 to 8 weeks, I was like just throwing content, creating, just creating content, not really having a plan, wasn't really that organized. And then towards the end of the third month, maybe by the second or third month, that's when I started getting more organized. And I started, by this point in time, I've already been playing with the different forms of video recording, and horizontal, vertical, timing, and then now, as I'm like fine tuning, now I'm coming back and looking at, well, now I'm reading my analytics a little better. Now I'm getting a better understanding of your CTR, your click, your impression, my impressions. Then I'm testing the waters now, like as I said, with this new challenge, I put myself on a day, this pressure where I did mess up. I didn't get a video in yesterday. So today my plan was to get in two videos, so a short and a long form video. But again, this is me failing me, not me failing a boss, right? So that's the nice thing about this content creation or YouTube, treating it like a job, is because it's my job, it's my work. So if I'm letting anyone down, I'm letting myself down. Of course I'm letting you down, and I really appreciate you being patient with me. And if you got this far in the video, wow, thank you. But what my goal is to share or explain in this video is that, yeah, the 30-day challenge is really worth it. I mean, 7 days is good too, but every time I feel, and this is what I was trying to show you, going month to month, those spikes, dips, and valleys, those are their true results of me massaging the algorithm. And so you, as a viewer, you want to see my content. If you are committed to my channel, you probably want to see what else I'm going to record. And if I wait 2 or 3 or 4 days to go by, then nobody's scratching Audra's channel, right? Or I'm not getting new viewers. And I think that for every time we put something out, we'll have some like teasers from, tickles from new YouTube viewers, and my returning viewers. You're my besties, that y'all are watching me because you want to, or you feel loyal to me, and I appreciate that too. I appreciate every one of you. um, so that's what I was trying to say, is that it is worth it. And I really believe the 30-day challenge is hard. But I think that once I stop after 30 days, if I'm not continuously posting on a daily basis, well, yeah, the numbers are going to go down. It's it's inevitable. If you don't work on this on a daily basis, it's going to go down. So I feel like I have to post 2 to 5 videos on a daily basis to get this to keep going. And I haven't really thought that far out, but I can tell you right now, I mean, I'm very passionate about my content creation. I'm very passionate about speaking. I'm very passionate about this commitment. I don't know how long I'll be committed, because this is work and it does interfere with my other chores, my other jobs, and there's other things that, like our family business. I am not spending as much time on the family business like I should be. Like, I need to be checking my emails. I need to be responding to the correspondence that we're getting. And, I've been putting those on the back burner because I'm in charge of marketing. Right. So, right now I have, I'm wiggling my time into this project, and I love it. And it is a beautiful craft, and I feel the more that I can keep up with this, the better. And my goal is, to eventually evolve and hopefully get to a point where I'm not just relying on one stream of income. I've always heard the experts say you want 6 streams of income of what is this? What is that term called? I can't think of the word right now. It'll come to me later. If you know what I'm talking about, put that in the comments. It's that income that's passive income. That's the word. I'm looking for passive income. And if I can get a few viral videos that are just exploding and they can produce for years on end, and this would be my evergreen type videos, that would be my goal. I'm only in the first week, and it is a big sacrifice. I wish I wish in a way I would have only signed up for 1 week for 7 days, but I'm already on day 10. I think I'm on day 10. of my first week of the 30-day challenge. And so 20 more days to go, more or less. All right. Now for what you've been waiting for. The YouTube hacks that I feel very strongly have helped me here in the last few days. I started this challenge on March 18th, and today is March 28th, so roughly 10 days is when I started this challenge. And so I saw Joanna, a small YouTube content creator. I had actually found her back in December, and then her YouTube suggested her videos again once more. And I thought, you know what, let me give her a second try. So I looked at her videos and was just blown away because she actually shared her analytics, and she shared that she was working on trying to get monetized before she had her baby. So she started working heavily on recuperating her channel because her channel had been demonetized. She already had 5,000 subscribers, but from right after the December 26th, so right after Christmas through January, she got it monetized again. She recovered. She was able to get her watch time hours, which she didn't know how she was going to do it, but I think she did 3 viral videos. So that is the first act. I went and I did what she said to do, which is what I had already heard from other, like Dante London. I had heard from him. And I think Dodash might have mentioned it too. I don't remember. I know I'd seen it. I had seen it trending, which is stealing other people's titles, the trending titles. So I want to show you how that looks. If we go here, well, let me just show you my videos. So I don't know if you can see this, but so not this one. This is the one I just posted tonight. This is where I'm thanking everybody for my sub count. So, and this one's me talking about just finding peace and how to balance my anxiety out. This is my astrology series that I am starting. So none of those have trending titles, and just look at the counts. I just posted this one like 30 minutes ago. 48, 48, 46, 122. Let me go down. Opening up about my main side hustle, that's at 128. Before I go down further, I'm just going to show you the other hack. The other hack is, so like I just posted this last video literally 30 minutes ago, but I haven't had time to make the thumbnail because I figured I'd just let it in because I'm already behind schedule getting my daily video in. And because I missed Thursday's video, I am doing 2 videos for Friday. So I just got this one in. This was just the raw one off the cusp. And then the other thing that I did too, as a hack, was that I recreated my thumbnails using Canva and using less words and just highlighting these letters and doing the trending colors, which is white, yellow. So white, make the title white. The first row, use less words. Don't use a whole bunch of words. You just need to make it short and sweet, and it cannot match what your title says because you want to be able to use as many words between the title, between the hook. I'm sorry, between the title, between the description of the title, and then as you get into the body. Okay. So I went through and started cleaning up most of my picture thumbprints, and I did that, and I saw some improvement. And then I also went and changed some titles. Okay, this is not. I changed the thumbnail on this one for this one, talking about my side hustle, and I changed it from whatever I had before, and I shortened the words to 3 words. I bolded. I should probably go back and rechange this and make this be my and white, and then main and red, and then hustle, or vice versa, main and yellow and hustle in red ink. But I noticed that in 2 days from the time that I adjusted that thumbnail, it went from 33 or 42, I don't remember what that count was, to 128. So that was one that I saw right away. I mean, within 2 days, when I went back and checked it, I was blown away. And then this one right here. Now, this is a trending title. YouTube is easy. Anybody can make money. Now, I did that title because I went ahead and referenced Joanna's video in this video and talking about how some people are getting it, and I really believe that I'm going to get there too. I really believe that it's going to happen. I never imagined I could hit the sub count, and I did, and now I can see my hours going up. So This one is another trending title. Don't quit your job. Life is not a joke. So that one's another trending one. It was also at 32, 44, or something like that. And within 2 days, the view count has gone up, and it's still going up. So that one was a second one that I had a trending title on. This is the third one that I had a trending title on, why I quit my teaching job. So that one was also not moving, and so I just thought that was odd. So I tweaked the thumbnail. I made some major changes, put the original picture, and made the letters a little different. Changed out the words on the thumbnail, and then this one, no, not that one. How to discover that one wasn't one that was. There was another one that I had with a trending title. Is YouTube monetizing small channel? Now, I had already put that one there. I used that back in February, and that one is got me up to 294. Now, what I did do was I did tweak the picture because I noticed, and so I did see this went from 100 to 294, and I believe that's it. So I did those tweaks on those videos, and now I want to show you, go back to my analytics so you understand the hours and why I feel like I feel I'll be monetized by my birthday. So this is the last 28 days I've gotten in, and like I said, I don't like to look at the 28 days. I like to come over here and click on March. So for March, I got 149 hours. Now I do know that if I want to get paid, if I want to hit my 4,000 hours, it totals to Rob the Maritimer. He did say in one of his videos that it takes 333 hours to every month to get, to your watch time. So I'm just going to keep at it. I'm going to keep at it. If I don't hit it by my birthday, well, I'll get there. I'll get there before the year is up. And that's my goal, is either to hit it by May, if not to hit it by my 1 year, which will be in November. And so either I will work on getting a viral video, or I'll just work on finding more besties. And of course, you guys are all my besties, and I really appreciate y'all being here. And so yeah, so look at that, 149 with 5,000 watch hours. Let me show you the go back to February. So February, it was at 4.4 with 104 hours. You see, going back up, if we go back up, 5,000 views with 149. So you see, I'm going up, 54 subscribers. Oh, so this is what I wanted to show y'all. In March, when I started making those hacks, I got 54 subscribers. Thank you guys. If y'all are new, just joining my channel, thank you for helping me, because of you, I was able to make that leap into hitting my 1,000 sub count. Now, coming back to February, you see it's 39, and then going to January, I had an increase. Now, again, I was doing like 2 to 3 videos every day, and then one day I don't even know how I did that, but I don't know how I made 7 videos in one day. So I'm still shocked by that. That said it. Where did it say it at? Well, and then I also did some lives too. Um, so this is January. So January, I had 69 subs, 165 watch hours, and 8,000 views. All right, pretty much that was it. Is that let me get back over here. Hang on. All right, we have come to the end, and I hope that you have found my hacks useful. If you have any questions, put those down at the bottom. And I just want to thank you once again for following, liking, subscribing. And again, if you see any of these videos here that YouTube is suggesting, it's because they think you might be interested. So until next time, you have a good one.